Yeah, I'm trying not to like base all my bike riding on the wind turbines because they are also at a higher elevation where the wind can like sail over things, but Bound Riders also put it like BFT4 and I'm always like, no, it's not, yeah, it's not cool. Aaron's got tons of meetings today. He had one at 10 and then 10:30 and that lasted till like 11, a little after 11, and now and then there was a follow-up after that, and I put gel in my hair. I've thoroughly determined, I talked over with Aaron, like when I get back from stuff and I'm calmed down and it's warm in here and I've taken my shirt off and I'm for the rest of the day is when I'll be putting my arm cream on, because that way it can soak into the skin, and if it has any sort of tingling effects, which it didn't last night, but that's also like the first time I put it on. Successive applications may cause tingling afterwards. Because it's always like, just like with like psych medications, you don't usually feel your first one, but give it like 2 or 3 days and yeah. So I'll take it, I'll rub it on at like 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on whenever I get home, and then we usually don't go to bed till like 10, so I'm off to all the fair bits and stuff. We're gonna have a really warm weekend for February. Really? Like 16 and 17 degrees.
Yeah.
I should swap my face masks out. Well, everything's moving back into the water state. Oh my God. I think I should have brought my headphones so I can just drill that song out of my head. Just listen to it on repeat. Put it on a playlist and listen to it on repeat for just hours on end. I've watched so much WandaVision stuff while Aaron was in his other meetings on the phone, and I'm like, I literally have Daydream Believer stuck in my head. Like, But it's not just like the normal version, it's that WandaVision version, which like dissociates from each other and like alters its tempo through the words. There's a card up there to what I'm talking about. I've listened to that like 3 or 4 times, just trying to see if I could get it in, and get it out. No, not working. So, yeah. I mean, Christ, for the one person, God, I cannot remember. Stilta? Your name's like right here in my brain. It's one of those things I haven't fished up yet. Usually I'm looking at my comments and I'm like, yeah, you want autism content? 8 months later, I'm still coming to the exact same shopping center I lived next to for almost 2 years, because it's what I know, it's what's comfortable, it's what's nice. And I travel the bus in here. Again, I'm in here right now. I probably could have, if I still lived there, I'd be riding my bike around. The issue is that fucking bridge. Fucking bridge. But yeah, on the bus ride here, I was basically barfing up at Cherry. I was like, dude, I was like, I have fucking Daydream Believer stuck in my head. And then I did a gif of like WandaVision. He's like, oh, that's a cool series. I'm like, it's not a cool series. It's a fucking amazing series. It's a series that I am literally stopping I'm stopping the television. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Flag out the play. What the hell is happening right now? Okay, pause. 5 minutes later, pause, unpause. 5 minutes later, repause. Like, I can't. Okie dokie. So, I am walking straight to the bakery. I'm not even going to take the face mask off. Like, I'm moving in between 2 businesses. It's like, why take the face mask off anyways? And then shove it away in the tiny little pocket, and then pull it back out, whatever. I just need to get the butcher stuff. And like I told Cheery, I'm just gonna force a lot of Dutch. I'm just really just gonna force the issue and say the stuff that I know and have faith that I know more than I think I do. You and the girl in the butcher says, oh, I can just speak Dutch to you. You're doing good. I'm like, yeah, just keep it basic. And I was like, op basis Nederlands. She goes, oh yeah, zeker. I'm like, I may not have said it quite right, but I was like, let's leave this a little bit to the basic level. Let's not fully get into the full-on government speech. Okay, well, it's not absolutely frigid out right now, so plus I'm going to be walking up to the 14 rather than taking the 19. And where's the 19 take me? The 19 just passed right now, so I'm not going to worry about that one. So yeah, I will just walk up to the 14 because the 14 will drop me off Rembrandtplein. And that's where I could pick up some coffee. Well, maybe. But yeah, there's just like no wind in the city right now, it feels like, because there's just so many dense buildings all over the place. They're at least 6 stories tall, as Americans would call it. Like that's the thing is, as Americans, you always just have to like add one. And eventually you just sort of give up and say, you know, that is the fear de verdieping. And you just know that there's the Behanagron. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. So I'm going to save some recording time. And yeah, I'll head over to therapy and we'll talk about the last 2 weeks of minus social media, or at least as little as possible. I think according to Facebook, I only spent 36 minutes in the last 2 weeks on it. Alright, this looks good. Got a bunch of bikes back there framed. It's a Rokeen. It's literally one stop to Central on the 52 metro. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. I actually walked away from the therapist and then I kept walking a distance because I needed to get away from people. And I realized that this is probably a better place with all those fucking bikes back there. But anyways, so yeah, sure, getting like more and more manic in my therapy appointment. Because like I was telling her that about the affirmation stuff that I'd done with Facebook, and that I'd only spent like 30 minutes in the last 2 weeks on Facebook. I honestly told her there's a little bit more on Twitter, but Twitter has a different algorithm. Plus, I follow a bit more business stuff on there. But the whole novelty of seeing stuff is what she's getting at, and the fact that the ice brought it up a lot, and she said it even helped her. She's a New Zealander, she's a Kiwi, so having a whole ice thing and everything frozen over is still a little bit weird to her. But for like you guys that are watching this, you get to see Rokeen. It's a metro stop. You could literally grab the 52 from Central, come one stop, and you come right here. That's Dam Square back there. Tomorrow I'll probably be on a bike ride. It's gonna be raining, and the wind will be bad, but I need to get out and do some exercise. Walking on ice is that, oh, got a sexy ass new tram coming through. Less tram, Dashric. Yeah, look at that, look at that. This is a sleek new tram. Nice. It's a less tram. They're just getting used to driving it because that's actually going to stop right back there. I didn't stop. Kind of hungry, but I think I should just head home, get the Uckumpucky on my shoulder. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Things are cheering up a little bit, but that's also because I've realized exactly where to place my emphasis on life. There are some people on YouTube that basically say, oh yeah, you just put in like no effort and it just goes good. And then there's other people that put in tons of effort and get nothing. And then there's just like friendships. Sometimes they smack together and do stuff and you just blend. And other times you're trying to force relationships and they just don't work very well. Sometimes people are just different. This bag is really heavy. There's so much groceries in it. Catch you guys tomorrow.